Hello and welcome back to Pokemon Yellow. So last episode we got here to Pewter City, and I know I said I'm going to do a bit of grinding at the start of this episode because we definitely need to, but I mentioned I was going to look over a few stats and a few moves and things off screen just so that I can inform you guys on what I'm going to do. So I had a couple of comments about what I should do with my team. One person mentioned that I could use Shadow Bomb. Unfortunately, that's not a move until Generation 2. So definitely we're only stuck with normal type moves to do damage with. We don't have any other option. I think we can definitely learn whatever the move is that we can. I've forgotten the name now. Just after I looked it up, but we can learn the move where we can steal our opponent's move. So that could be useful. In a case like we go against Gastlys or something, maybe they have a move we can steal from them. We can use it against them. I don't know. It's the only thing I can think of. Another option I was given in the comments was that instead of using an entirely different Pokemon, we could use the Eevee we get in Celadon and evolve that into one of the evolutions and just use that as kind of a slave Pokemon to take out Pokemon we can't deal with Eevee. And I think that's a good idea because, you know, sticking with the Eevee theme. Anyway, I think I'm going to have to do a little bit of grinding here because we've got Brock. And I think, oh hey, I didn't even mean to run into the patch of grass there. But Brock is going to be the most difficult gym leader, I think. It's the first gym leader. It's definitely the most difficult. Because as I mentioned, his Onix has Bind. Now, I know I mentioned this last episode. I described how it worked. But it's going to be absolute pain. So, yeah, it stops us from attacking over so many turns. And we don't do very much damage anyway because we're not very effective against normal. Normal isn't very effective against Rock. So I'm going to have to... I don't know, its highest level is level 12, which is Onix. We're level 12 currently. I don't know how high I want to get because I don't want to be overpowered. I want to still to make it a challenge still, but I don't want to constantly keep dying. So I'm thinking maybe level 15, 16, 17 maybe. I think that's about a decent level. I know in later games you get to around about level 16 and then after the first gym on your starter Pokemon because they tend to evolve after the first gym. I found that anyway, so then it gets to do some grinding. Mimic. I just wanted to say that before I forgot what it was because this is like the third time or fourth time or something I've tried to remember what the move was called and forgotten it. That was the move I was talking about before that Eevee can learn that copies the opponent's move. So Eevee's now level 16 and now has good old Growl. I forgot to mention that it doesn't learn any moves until level 23, or any damaging moves, and that is Quick Attack, so it's not much of an improvement. However, I decided while I was grinding off screen that we might try a little bit of a different technique, and usually we go for just straighting out attacking moves, being a let's play of the game and not, you know, like Wi-Fi battling or whatever. However, I think because of our unique situation, we might want to go for some tail whips and growls just to lower our opponent's attack and defense so that maybe we can do a little bit more damage. We definitely want some potions first though, and where is the Pokemon for it? I always forget where it is in this town. No, don't. My initial thought was to the right, but I doubted myself and thinking, let's just double check at the left. I'm pretty sure it's just right. Yeah, it's right here. I shouldn't have doubted myself. My memory is better than I thought. Hi there, may I help you? Bye. I think we can sell a few Pokeballs that we do have because we don't need them. Yeah, we have 15. Not all of them. And we can buy some potions. So we'll do that too. I think that's all we can buy. So let's buy 10 or so. Oh, we can't buy 10. Oh, we actually can't afford it, so buy 9 instead. Oh no, I clicked on Pokeball. That's not... buy the wrong thing. Oh, we can't buy very many, can we? 6 of them. So, the reason I want to use the lowering of status moves, whatever. I mean, there's obvious reasons for using them, but I do eventually want to have to use X attacks and things. I mean, I don't really want to have to use them. I know I'm going to have to use them at some point. But for the moment we can't really get them, so that's kind of our substitute for right now. What do you say in this generation? Hiya, I can tell you what I have it takes to become a Pokemon champ. I'm a trainer, but I can tell you how to win. Let me take you to no, okay. Oh, you're forcing me anyway. Oh no, why did I do this? I never talked to him in the first generation. I think Gary's name, or Skipper's name, is on here. Skipper. Yep, Skipper's won the gym. So I think this first battle shouldn't be too bad. And Brock's Geodude shouldn't be the worst. I'm not sure if I want to go spamming status moves on his Geodude, but definitely his Onyx with that bind. Oh, definitely. I'm just trying to avoid that. So we have level 16, so we should be able to do a decent amount of damage. Especially to this Diglett and Sandshrew, because obviously these, funnily enough, aren't Rock-type Pokemon in this Rock-type gym. They're Ground-type Pokemon. Because even in Generation 1, even Pokemon themselves were getting Rock and Ground-type Pokemon confused. I think they did that in the first movie too, or was it the second? It was an early movie. When Pikachu was battling a Donphan, it used an electric type move and it actually managed to damage it. Because Donphan's a ground type. Just thought I'd mention the confusion, the everlong confusion Pokemon has had with Rock and ground type Pokemon. But yeah, these are both ground type Pokemon rather than Rock, so we're not very effective. So we're just neutral effective against them. Light years isn't time, it measures distance. I didn't know it actually made reference to that in this gym. That's pretty cool. As someone who appreciates physics and mathematics, because you know I'm a mathematics student and want to specialise in mathematical physics, I appreciate that Pokemon. Let's just heal up. I know we don't need to, but we're against Brock. Oh, there's the Jigglypuff. I think if I remember correctly, it will sing for us. And if we have Pikachu out, which we don't do, I think we can put Pikachu to sleep, which is really cute. So I kind of wish we did have Pikachu for that, but oh well. We've let Pikachu go now. It actually sings and does a dance. Well, as much of a dance it could have been in this generation. Oh, I love that. Anyway, let's take a trip to the gym again. Let's see if we can't beat Brock. Now, you may be thinking I'm a little bit over-leveled, but I really don't think I am against this Onyx. It is just ridiculous. I mean, it's difficult in Generation 3 in the remakes, but Generation 1 is just the worst. Let's go for it. I'm Brock. I'm Beauty Gym's leader. I believe in rock-hard defense and determination. That's why Pokemon are all rock type. All the rock type. Do you still want to challenge me? Fine then, show me your best. I was just commenting on the funny use of language then. I always thought his hair in the overworld sprite looked like a scholar's hat, like a graduation cap or something. You'll see it in a minute, but I don't know. There's a lot of sprites in this generation which are very unclear, especially the wig that, not the wig, the cave. The cave behind the person standing there that kind of looks like either a wig or an afro or something, or a hat, which we'll see in Cerulean. You may know what I'm talking about, but we'll get there at some point. It should be kind of soon. Oh wow, it does nothing. We may even want to go for a few tail whips here. The reason being, Tackle doesn't have 100% accuracy, which is a big problem. It has 95% accuracy, I think, in this generation. But if we're going to do a lot of, if we're going to repeatedly use it a lot, which we are going to have to do, to be able to do a significant amount of damage, then we've got a big chance of missing now and again, and it'll all add up. So I think the best strategy is to go for a lot of tail whips, because we might even run out PP for Tackle. Just because I think it's going to take that long against his Onyx, because it's so bad. I might try and do a bit of damage now. I've lowered it quite a bit. I didn't really keep track of how many times I've used it. I'm surprised he's not using any other moves. I think he does have Sand Attack on his Geodude. I'm not too sure though. Okay, so what we might want to do now is heal up before he sends in Onyx. So we do get a turn where we can actually attack, because we have it a little bit easier against this Geodude. I know we wasted a bit of potion, but I think it's definitely worth it, because this is the hardest battle that we're going to have probably in the entire series. Or maybe not. but maybe I overestimated it, but I just remember it being hell, especially when you start out with a Pikachu, whose only move, Thundershock, doesn't even affect Onix. That was sort of the biggest troll move. So prepare for the bind. Oh dear. Okay, luckily he's going for the tackles initially, and Onix's attack isn't all that much, but I know his defense is. The Screech is also a big issue, because that's not something we can do anything about. And it harshly lowers our defense, so even if we countered its Screech lowering our defense with our Growl lowering its attack, it will still lower our defense twice as much as we're lowering its attack, and so it will still have a big effect. Oh, it almost hit. The good thing about Bind is that it doesn't have 100% accuracy. You could be really cheeky and use Sand Attack, but I want to try to avoid using those strategies because, you know, they're kind of banned on competitive battling for a reason. They're not very fair. Oh, we did so little damage. I believe it lasts. We want to use this turn while we can't attack to heal up. That's a good strategy. I believe it lasts between 3 and 5 turns. So we want, of course. So I think that was 4. Okay, that one lasted 4, so maybe we can go off that. We seem to be doing enough damage to possibly take it out. I don't want to be completely wasting potions though, so I'll just lower my... I'll just keep on using tackle lest you can get bind me. I think I'll use a potion now. And we should have one more turn of bind, and then we should be able to attack. I think... Oh no. Maybe it's one more, or it could have just hit 5 turns this time around. There we go, tackle. And just 2 more, I think. Okay, that did a lot less than I thought it would, because it used Screech so many times. I thought we'd just all of a sudden just lose a massive amount of health. Oh, even critical hit didn't do that much. Bide is also quite a problem because obviously it sort of absorbs the amount of damage you do to it over 2 turns and deals twice the damage back. But we beat it! Maybe I did overestimate it a little bit, but I guess I did spam potions. We did it! Yes, we beat Brock. I took you for granted. As proof of your victory, here's the Bold Badge. We received the Bold Badge. So yeah, maybe I did overestimate it, but obviously we were actually quite a lot levels higher, and we did have to use a lot of potions. So I guess I didn't overestimate too much. Wait, take this with you. TM34, which one's this? I forget. Oh yeah, you don't tell... in this generation you don't tell us what they are. Or in fact, I don't even think we know. Oh no, you do tell us what they are. Can Eevee learn this? Because that could be a useful move now that I think about it. But yeah, look at his skull hat. He totally looks like he has a skull hat on. Maybe not from the side, but when... There! It's sort of like a diamond shape on his head, but I think it's partially the rock that's behind him. That's always what I thought when I was a child. I had a lot of weird thoughts from this game. As in, I thought the sprites were different things than they were. I guess because it's kind of a low quality and he had to compromise, but I think it's still very well done. Just a lot of funny things. So I think we do have a bit more time in this episode. Could go on to the next route and try to do a few things. We might be a little bit over-leveled now, which is the problem. Brock and the first gym is always a big step for this region, I think. Because there's not too many trainers to battle beforehand, and the wild Pokemon aren't too great to grind against. However, after it, as soon as you beat the gym, you have so many trainers to battle against, and quite a few wild Pokemon with quite a bit of HP, so you can get quite a bit of experience from them. So it's a bit of like you've been left with nothing for ages and have to get up to quite a high level, and all of a sudden you're a bit over leveled. But oh well. You looked at me, didn't you? I might go train to battle all these trainers and just see how we do here. I'm surprised we haven't actually fainted yet. And I didn't, or Truffle didn't faint while I was doing the grinding. I made sure to record all of my grinding so that in case Truffle did faint, I would have caught it on camera. And I obviously do want to keep the counter true to the full thing. I just didn't want to go showing a whole hours. No, it wasn't an hour's grinding. And I apologise if you can hear some sound in the background. And my people living above me are making quite a bit of noise. Hopefully you can't hear that anyway. Sound attack is the most frustrating thing part of this game. So I've been thinking about what other Pokemon I could get to add to my team as slaves. Now, obviously I mentioned the Eevee evolution before. Maybe we will get a Vaporeon, so Vaporeon can have Surf. I think, oh no, there's not an item down here. That's just a thought, but we are obviously going to need a flying type Pokemon. But I don't know. Hey, I met you in Viridian Forest. I think there's a youngster Joey here, if I'm not mistaken. It's either this one or the next one. Oh no, I forgot these don't have names. Generation 1, the characters don't have individual names, but I think in Generation 3 they do. So, fortunately, we won't know, but we can always imagine that one of these is youngster Joey. I'm sure we can. And obviously, yes. I forgot to check bind too. So I'll do that. Just one moment. I know last episode, or yeah, I think it was last episode, I mentioned the possibility of evolving Truffle. Someone did comment saying that I shouldn't, and I think I agree with you there. This is a solo run of Eevee, so I should keep it as an Eevee right the way through. I definitely was going to do it until the end of the 8 gyms, but I wasn't sure about the Elite Four because that might be a little bit difficult. But no, let's not cop out. We can do this. And I think Mimic will be a very useful move, especially against Drake, because obviously Dragon is super effective against Dragon, although I'm not too sure what Dragon type moves there are in this generation. I think there was an issue with the Dragon type and the Ghost type. Even the yeah, I don't think they really had any moves of their type to do damage with. I'm not sure if there's even a single one. I think there's at least like one status move for each of them, but no actual damaging move. Anyway, hi, I like shorts, they're comfy and they're easy to wear. That sounds like it would be youngster Joey. Maybe this is the youngster Joey. Oh, it is a youngster. It is Rattata, yes. I think this is the youngster Joey. I mean, obviously they hadn't thought about the youngster Joey stuff in Generation 1, but they tend to put a lot of the same sort of character types in, so youngsters with a relatively low-level Pokemon are an easy to catch Pokemon like a Rattata, which, you know, ended up being the same in Pokemon Gold and Silver and Crystal. And so yeah, youngster Joey. I think they must have just caught onto the meme. I think the meme was back. The meme was around back in Generation 2. It must have been. And brought back for Generation 4. Because I never, like I've mentioned before, I've never played Generation 2. Only the remakes. That's the one game, or the one generation I already skipped. I don't believe it. How can I beat your Rattata that's in the top percentage of Rattatas? So I might do a couple more battles and finish off here. Are you a trainer? Let's fight. Now I don't know whether to do all of these on screen. I wanted to do more of a rather than sort of skipping through things and speeding through things like I did with my Emerald Let's Play. I wanted to do more of a genuine playthrough with showing everything in it, because this game is going to be a little bit shorter than Pokemon Emerald because it was one of the earlier games and it has less to it. And you know, the challenge is to battle everything with just one Pokemon. It's a solo run, so I feel like I should show all the battling and not like it's the main focus of this. I guess it was of the other game too. But the Nuzlocke, I think, focuses more on the team building and the the strategy behind it all. But Solar Run's more of a grindy kind of thing, even though grindy kind of things are less fun to watch in some ways. I was thinking, this being one of the older games, more of a grindy thing was more accepting. I don't know. Feel free to leave your comments on what you think about it. Take that out. I was also considering what to do about Flash, because I believe we need to... So in fact, there's a few items that we need to catch over a certain amount of Pokemon to get with Professor Oak's aids. And now, obviously, with the Solar Run, I don't really want to have to go and capture the Pokemon. I don't think any of them are necessary, but I'm dreading going through the rock tunnel without Flash. So what I may do is catch a few different Pokemon before the rock tunnel so that we don't have to go through in complete darkness. Hey, you're not wearing shorts. Oh, is it more Youngster Joeys? I think we're just going to call all the youngsters just Youngster Joeys. Oh, you have a Spearow. Not a true Youngster Joey, I see then. You're not living up to your name. So yeah, I think I'll finish off after this battle. The next episode we should make it into Mount Moon. I'm not sure if we'll make it all the way through. It's quite a long cave. I think it must be one of the longer earlier on caves in the Pokemon games. I'm considering also buying some repels too. We're going to get quite a bit of money from this route, so maybe if we head back to the town after this route, we can buy repels at this point, can't we? Let me just go and check this, because this will be so annoying if we can't. I'm pretty sure we can, right? Please tell me we can. Oh no, we can't! Oh god, this is gonna be a pain. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time once we have to go into the Zubat infested cave without any protection at all. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.